piece, you want to talk about a subject that comes to mind, and that is what if Ghost would have met Monet. Now, this is one power, two people I always wanted to meet in power, because I always believed that Ghost was still alive and that eventually he would meet Monet after seeing how Tariq is with Monet and them, and the fact that Tariq was working for Monet, and that Ghost finally steps in to say, I see what's going on with my son. Now, I think Ghost would have had a situation where he would have talked to Monet, try to get along with Monet, and pretty much say that if you're going to keep Tariq in his life, you're going to have to do things how I would want him to pretty much do. He would try to control the situation, but this would end up creating something bad between Ghost and Monet, because Monet does not like to be controlled. She has shown this many times. Monet feels like she is the boss, and Monet is a boss, and Monet is not about to be taking no control from nobody. And so when it comes down to it, Ghost would try to pretty much try to work with her or pay her, and Monet would probably even say, okay, she will work with him. But at the same time, she would try to find a way to trick Ghost or do things her way, and not really try to, work with him on that. Now, if the two were around one another, I think they would have got along. They would have no reason to have a beef. I think they would have respected one another. It would have been a situation where they would try to work together. But remember one thing about Monet, the only person I've ever seen Monet kind of stepped away from was Noma. And the only reason why she did that was because the power Noma had. And not only that, because of the fact that Kane, I think it was Noma having her control over Kane that kind of made Monet back down. But when she knew that Kane's life was at risk, she came in to go after Noma and everybody, and this would pretty much led to her death. But when it comes down to it, Monet never really tried to play with nobody, but somebody like Ghost would have been way better for her to work with, other than working with Noma or Carter or anybody like that. I think Ghost would have worked with her. Ghost would have been cool with her. He would have not had a problem with her, but if he saw her as a threat, he definitely would have tried to take her out. And so what I think we would have had here with those two is a type of working with one another, a business thing. And he would pretty much try to control how Tariq does things versus trying to tell Monet everything what to do, because he's saying at the end of the day, Tariq may be your son under you, but he is actually my son. And when it comes down to it, my son, I don't want nothing happening to my son. And that's the kind of relationship I think they would have had. But I think she would have worked better with Ghost than she did with Noma or with Carter. I think it would have been a situation where Ghost would have not disrespected Monet. He would have been cool with her, and he would have been just trying to keep everything together. So that's exactly what I think would happen. If Monet and Ghost met one another, they probably would have worked together very well. But Monet would pretty much let him know, look, I do what I want and stuff like that. That's what I think what would have happened. But I just want to say to all of you that it is your boy Bobby Beast here. Just want to say much love, much respect. Hold it down. And one.